Hi, to my right is Amani Jenkins. To my left is Bree Piguero. They are both products of Trinity Valley Community College and transferred from there, so I wanted to say that. Opening statement. I think that we shot probably more poorly than we have all year in the beginning of that game, and that was a terrible mixture with not rebounding because this is the worst team you could have done that on because that's how they got so much in transition because we were missing shots, not rebounding, and they were going in transition. And I thought the team was really striving hard to get back in transition, but time after time after time, we would have had to have been perfect in those situations to keep them from getting a shot because that's what they do. They're really good. So you can play great defense on this team, but if you keep giving them live ball rebounds and live ball turnovers and running, it's really hard to keep that pace, and that's what happened.
Okay, we'll open up for questions. Go ahead, Paul.
Paul Chestnut, Fox Sports Baseball Radio. Was that the key that first half? They had that run there, 20-point lead, but after that, you guys, went round for round.
Yeah.
And it seems like was that.
Yeah, Paul, I think, that happened to us in the other times we played them. The second time we played him, we let him score 31 points in the first quarter, and then the rest of the game, it was just like clawing back, and we were determined not to do that. And I was so pleased the way we started the game. I think we were up 4 or 5-0 when we started missing all those shots, and they started running on them. I think we were a little bit stymied at some of the shots we missed. We missed point-blank layups time and time again, and it was a little bit out of the rhythm of the shots that we normally rebound. We normally don't miss that many right around the rim. And it doesn't take long. It doesn't take many mistakes to get a really good team like Arkansas State. They can score a lot of points really quickly, as you just saw.
Okay.
Craig Stevenson, AL.com. You got it to 6 late in the third, and I think they outscored you 14-2 after that, in about 90 seconds. Is that really where it kind of got away from you?
I think it got away from us in the first, but yes, I mean that's kind of what we do. We battle back. We're Trojans. That's what we do. We battle back. It just wasn't enough. It seemed like we would have a group that would give all they had to battle back, and we might sub, and it might take that next group a second to get in that rhythm. And Arkansas State just did a good job of capitalizing on that. I think they're a tough team. I think it's they made us pay for mistakes. We did so much better in so many ways than the last time that we played them. Again, I think the two things that I said, the missing the shots and the not rebounding, but also if we could have gotten it on the interior and used our post play a little bit more, that could have been the advantage for us as well. And that's what we were trying to do. And then this one right here comes and makes those big, huge shots at the end. So then we started going with what was working and trying to get more shots on the perimeter at that point when Amani set us on fire with a few threes.
Coach, you had 5 players finish in double figures. Talk a little bit about the team effort and how this group works together.
They're talented and they want to win. They want to represent Troy with a win. Of course, their hearts are on the floor right now, and so yeah, 5 in double figures. That doesn't surprise me. Sometimes it's more than that. We share the ball. We can all score. You don't get recruited to Troy unless you can score. So 5 in double figures, yes, it's well-rounded. It just wasn't enough to get it done tonight.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach, there's always only one winner. Doesn't matter where you lose in the tournament. It's always tough to take for you. And always, what did you tell your team afterwards? And is there a chance that Troy can still be playing ball somewhere else?
I got the team together, and I told them exactly what I told you guys, that I think the game was lost on too many missed shots and not rebounding in the beginning. And then the clawback is tough against a three-point shooting team and a dribble drive team like Arkansas State. But I didn't want to dwell on it. I want to make sure that we don't leave the locker room blaming anyone except taking responsibility ourselves. We don't want to blame anybody or any other circumstance except the things that we can take responsibility for. So we want to make sure of that. And then we give them the truth, which is because of the good play that they've had so far in this year and some of the big teams they've beaten like Arkansas and some of the big moments we've had, because they are a good team, there's a very good chance that they are going to earn postseason play. So it's not over. So everything is up in the air. We will go back to Troy. They'll be in school in class tomorrow morning. They'll have a couple days off from basketball to rest their body, and hopefully we'll know a little more as the week goes on.
And then for both the players, just kind of building off of that, what Coach just said, how have you seen yourself grow and continue to grow, looking forward to the postseason?
I feel like I've grown tremendously at Troy. At the beginning of the season, it was a little shaky, but I feel like I got into my groove, started getting more confident, and me and my teammates started meshing together better throughout the season. And I feel like that's why you've seen a lot of people in double figures today.
I can say the same thing. I didn't come out as myself at the beginning of the season, but after continuously playing with this team, we have started to come together, and the chemistry has grown. And you can show that when we're all as one, we play very well together.
Go ahead.
Coach, this team's had to battle back from some pretty tough losses this season. Just how proud are you of this team getting all the way to the third seed, winning the game in this tournament? They're probably going to get the NIT.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'm extremely proud of this group. Today, when we hit our valleys and our low points, there was a time in the season where that could have destroyed us. We worked so much on our mental game and becoming mentally stronger. We do elite mindset training, and we know techniques and the way to, when you hit adversity, to bounce back from it. And I saw them use those things today in the game. And when adversity was threatening to pull us apart, we use those and we pull back together. So I am proud of them because they're talented. I'm proud of them for the improvements they've made on the floor, which I want to give my assistant coaches the credit for that. They're the ones who develop them and develop their talent in the individual positions. So I'm proud of how far they've come on the floor, and most of all, I'm proud of how far they've come off the floor. So that's the other thing I told them in the locker room, and in my prayer is I just pray that everything that we've learned, that Troy's given us the opportunity to compete and to grow as humans, and we just use every bit that we've been able to soak up so far and use it going forward, whether it be in postseason play or later in life.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Paul.
Coach, I got one more question for you. Semifinals, 1 win away from the finals. They're very successful at Troy, 250 wins. How do you keep on doing it at a high level here? And how difficult is it to do it now, the way the NCAA is, with NIL, transfer portal? Do you change things yourself as you move along in your career? Adapting to everything that you have to adapt to?
Yeah, so I have been here a while, probably, longer than any other coach here at this tournament. And some people, you might want to start saying a dinosaur, but I'm just getting started. I'm just learning, really I was just reading a book about, you can make progress, and all of a sudden that compounds, and you can make such a jump forward. And I do believe in my career I'm right on that precipice because I'm learning things about human nature, about handling and dealing with other humans, and about basketball. I'm learning now the more than I ever have, and it all seems to be compiling and compounding. But the secret is you can't let discouragement wipe you out. If it would have, I'd have been out after the 2 years ago when we lost in the first round, Old Dominion. So when you want something this bad and it doesn't go your way, you can't let discouragement wipe you out, and that's I'll give credit to my faith for that. Because I'm not, I'm here serving a higher purpose than just coaching basketball. So I'm going to keep, just keep giving it all I got. I think the best is in front of me. I'm working to answer your question, the administration I work for is second to none. I'm not saying this because a couple of them sitting in the room. They're always ahead of the curve. You mentioned all the change in the NCAA and all that. They make it very easy for me to be successful because they're ahead of the curve, whether it's transfer portal, whether it's NIL. They keep us abreast of it and keep us in a plan and a groove to make this program successful. And so that's a big part and a big key of why we've been able to remain successful.